The film is produced by Xylam Animation, which is well known for their cartoon series. So absolutely not this style of film. So me, I am Jérémy Clapin. I am the director and the writer of the film. I used to do short film. One of those was Skizen, and Palmipedarium was a film I made with Blender. So it was my first step with Blender. And I let the other guys present themselves.
Hi, so I'm Pierre Ducos. I'm the CG supervisor on the film. So I work in CG animation for 12 years, and mainly as a director for commercials. And for this project, I'm a CG supervisor, and it's my first project on Blender. So yeah, I come from the dark side, Autodesk and Maya, and now I'm very happy to be here to talk about the project and Blender. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Christophe. I'm working on the film as a technical director. I used to be a Blender generalist, and this is the first time that I'm more in the Python part of the process on making the pipeline for the films.
So we're going to start with a teaser of the film. It will be a little bit confusing, maybe intriguing, and I will explain more later. So, the film uses a classic structure in cinema. Two characters made for each other, being split by destiny and trying to reach, in a way, at the end. So the two characters are the right end of a character. Before the separation, they were together, of course. They were a common story, and then they've been split by an accident. And this is a story, the main story of the end, trying to reach her body through the town. So it's getting more complicated during the film. And so you can see the past, what is before, what is in between, and you will see maybe what will be after. So the main role are really the two characters, Naufel and Rosalie, and the film follows the two paths. we're going to show you the beginning of the animatic of the film, which is quite long, 10 minutes. So I will maybe trying to make to cut sometimes. Sorry for that. So the animatic was made with Flash, not Blender. Sorry. So it starts with the beginning of the film, when the Anne trying to escape from a fridge in a faculty of medicine, and this is quite the beginning of the film in the real film, and you will see kind of setting we have. I jump a little bit. Yeah, the film is halfway between 2D and 3D. There is a lot of 3D, even you don't notice it at the first look. But I use the 3D for bringing something more cinematographic and to have some kind of elaborate, sometimes lighting, or to get the shadow of the character. And there is a 2D handmade style. Handmade because it's really handmade. We are going to use a grease pencil with a powerful tool. I know it's getting better and better, but it will be too late for us, but it will work also. And so I let my Pierre Ducot to speak about that.
Okay, so yeah, why we have decided to use Blender for this production is because we have a mix of 2D and 3D animation, and so we do a lot of 2D animation for this project. And Blender was the only 3D software with a tool that we can use for 2D animation, so the grease pencil. So we have decided to go on Blender for this reason, and it simplifies a lot our pipeline. Because we don't need to use anymore 2D animation software like Flash. We just have Blender to do both 3D animation and 2D animation. And the second reason to use Blender, of course, is because it's free and open source. So yeah, we can say bye-bye to Maya or 3ds Max. So yeah, what about the production and the pipeline? So, yeah, sorry. So yeah, so the production is divided between 3 studios, one in Paris, one in Lyon, and one in Réunion Island. It's a small French island near Madagascar. So we had to develop some tools to make the link between these 3 studios. So our pipeline is based on one in-house asset manager, XI Mothership, and it does the bridge between Shotgun and Blender, Photoshop, and After Effects. So we use Shotgun for the tracking tool for the producers. And XI Mothership handles all the assets from the production made in Blender, yeah, Photoshop, and After Effects. So this is a diagram of the workflow. So to make it short, we have the layout here. So the production starts here with the layout. The layout artists have an editing of a mix of 2D animatic and live action to make the staging. So then when the sequences are approved, it goes to the 3D animation and 2D animation and to the background department. On our film, the background are made with camera mapping. And then when everything is approved, animation and background, we gather everything and then we render in cycle. Then we compose it in After Effects. And everything is updated in the editing during the process, during the production. So yeah, I will explain just a few steps in detail of the film. So the first one is the layouts. We have decided to give freedom to the layout artist to edit timings of the shots in the sequence directly in the camera sequencer in Blender. And with that way, the layout artists can bring ideas freely without waiting for new editing from the director coming from Premiere. So it avoids a lot of back and forth with Premiere. And to make the link between Premiere and Blender, we wrote some Python script to export EDL file to have exactly the same editing in each software. Then after that, we have the animation. So the animation on this film is a mix of 3D animation and 2D animation. For the 3D animation, the animators do a mix of rotoscoping and keyframe animation. They have live action reference for the humans. So they focus only on the body of the humans, and they don't do any facial expression or lip sync. And for Rosalie, the main character, it's full keyframe animation. So we have two sides of 3D animation for this film.
Rosalie is the end.
It's the end, yeah, sorry. Then when 3D animation is approved, 2D animators finalize the animation with grease pencil. So they do the lip sync, they do the complex the lip sync, the facial expression, the complex animation we cannot do in 3D. For example, the hairs, the clothes. We have decided to do it directly in 2D because it's easier for us instead of doing a simulation or something like that. And we use also freestyle rendering with a grease pencil to speed up a bit the workflow of the 2D animation. Okay, and so yeah, we had some challenge for this production. The first one was to optimize Blender for our production, to make it artist-friendly for the 2D animator, 3D animator in a pipeline which mix these two mediums. We had to wrote tools to make the link between Blender and our asset manager, XI Mother chip, and to do the link also with Shotgun. So we wrote some tools, for example, to help artists to publish and to publish their work for the review, for example. We have customized a lot of Blender interface and tools to make easier for the 2D animators. A bit like we try to make it a bit like Flash. To have something more straightforward for the 2D animators. And then the last thing is we had to develop tools for 3D animators like a biped rig with auto rigging, an animation control picker for the 3D animators, and 2D animators also. We developed something like Studio Lib in Maya, an animation library manager. With that, we can store and apply animation easily in our production. And there is a lot of other stuff. So yeah, there we are. We are now ready to to make the whole film. So yeah, I hand over to Christophe to talk about these tools he developed for the project. Thank you.
So thank you, Pierre. I do not have much time to show you in detail the.
I just switch off the.
I do not have much time to show you in detail the tools that I done for the film, but I will try to show you as much as I can. So Pierre told you about tools for storing animation and to be able to reuse after storing it. So this is done with the Lib Manager, which I try to do with this tool is to store any kind of asset in it and to be able to reuse it. I'm going to show you the interface in Blender in a moment. Another tool is for make things easier for animators. It's a picker rig for make the animator selection easier, and it is done with OpenGL in Blender. I'm going to show you that in a moment. And the last one is an auto rig. We decide not to use Rigify, and I'm going to show to explain to you the reason just after. So the Lib Manager, as I said, is for storing and reusing assets. And what I will try to do is to store any kind of asset in it, even grease pencil. So I think that I'm going to store it in a text file for now. Maybe I can use data blocks. I'm not sure of what I'm going to use. And the goal of this tool is also to easily find assets by filter them by tags or names. And I show you that in Blender. Oh, that's working. Okay, the resolution is perfect. So, oh my God, okay. I call this tool the Lean Manager, so it is done with Qt. And I have a tree folder here, and I can display a thumbnail of storing assets in this tool. And for example, if I want to add characters, I can select shards here and like filtering by name. So to have character, and I can do multiple filtering in this toolbar. And if I want to add a character in my scene, I just have to double click in it, and it's importing my character when my cursor is. So this is working for character. This is also working on props. Material for now, animation and 2D grease pencil. I just show you the animation storing. So I just need to be in a pose mode and double click on my pose, and it will apply it to my characters, and I can also blend my pose from one to another, and have option for mirroring right on left, and maybe some other option in the future. So it's working pretty well, adding Qt in Blender. It wasn't easy to install it, but when you have it, it's really great for making interface. I'm going to switch to another tool because I think that I'm running out of time. I want to show you quickly the rig UI that I done. So same way, I'm just going to show you how this works. So for now, I'm running this model operators in the 2D image editor, and that's look like this. And I can select my bones directly in my UI. And I can do border selection, or also to have a function for selecting several bones at the same times, and to ask other function for flipping selection or keyframe or stuff like that. And I'm show you the latest tool, which is the AutoRig tools. We do not use Rigify for the production because we wanted to make our own rigs, because we want a custom style of animation. So we needed some feature that doesn't working well in Rigify, for example, translating the head or the torso. And to make our own rig, make it easier for changing things, because I know exactly where I put my bones and name it, or stuff like that. And the way that it's working is I'm also building sort of meta rig. I'm going to show you that in the scene. So like in Rigify, I build a meta rig here, and I'm storing the different position. Okay. Tu vas me tenir le micro. Okay. And okay. Like this. Okay. And I'm trying to storing the position, the different position between the rig here and the meta rig here, and to like that I'm able to move my meta rig and to match my rig with my new position. So if I go back to my rig, I can match it with my new my new position of my meta rig, and I can do it several times and changing my meta rig and matching my bone. And a feature that which is not in Rigify yet is to be able to add a custom bone in your rig and to match it again with the meta rig. So that's the main reason that we build our own system, to be able to do that, to matching, to be able to place perfectly the pivot point on our rigs. And I think I'm going to let you, Pierre, finish the talk.
Okay. Thank you, Christophe. Merci. Thank you, Christophe. No, not this one. I will finish just to say that. So we are hiring skilled people for our production. So it starts in beginning of this year, next year, to 2018. And so yeah, we need layout artists, 2D and 3D animators. Even if they don't do Blender, we are looking for good animators, and we will try to teach Blender to the animators. Then yeah, we need also background 2D artists, on Photoshop, and of course After Effects artists for the compositing. So if you are interested, please post your CV or your showreel. Where is the wait? Fuck.
Just post it.
Just wait.
Okay, let me speak and vas-y, finis la conversation, je le trouve. Vas-y.
Just one second. We are looking for the address. It's. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, we are looking for the address. If you have any question about the project now, it's up to you.
So, if everyone has a question.
Si, je l'ai copié.
Hello.
Hey.
I once tried to make Blender and Shotgun talk to each other, and the reason why I didn't do it anyway, it's because back then Shotgun was using Python 2.7. Blender 3. Okay, so it is still like this. They didn't put Python 3 into Shotgun yet.
We did in our studio. The studio did it, which Pierre called Mothership, is a custom tool for Xilam. We work on any production, so they make Shotgun work on both Python code 2.7 and 3.5.
Okay, so you added Python 3 to Shotgun.
Yes, it's not that hard to do. I didn't do it myself, so.
Do you already know each other?
No.
You stay here, right?
Okay.
I have to close the session now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.